Yo, what's good? It's your boy Criticalkickz, and today we are back with another custom video. Today we're going to be customizing some $120 Jordan 1 Heritages into some Jordan 1 Bred highs. If you guys don't know, the Jordan 1 Bred, band, highs, whatever you guys want to call them, go for right around $700, and the Jordan 1 Heritages decreased from retail at like $160, $170 to under retail at $120. So now these are even cheaper than they were in my last video. To start off this custom, the first thing you're going to want to do is tape off the midsoles. As you can see, I did this with masking tape, but you guys can use electrical tape or whatever other tape you want, as long as it minimizes the leakage from the paint. Next, you're going to want to remove the laces and tape off all the parts of the shoe that will not be painted. As you can see, I taped off the heel, the swoosh, the logo, and the toe box. In order to accurately tape around the swoosh, I used a pen to outline it and then an X-Acto knife or a razor in order to cut the tape. Here are the final results of the tape job. As you can see, I took a lot of time to make sure my lines were crispy. This is to ensure that the custom comes out professional and the paint job looks factory. The next step in this custom was to take some acetone or nail polish remover and put it on a cotton ball. We then used this in order to remove the factory finish from Nike off the paint. Doing this process helps ensure that the custom paint adheres to the leather and lasts better long term. This will minimize the presence of cracking or scratches as you wear the shoes. Next, I added some Angelus flat black paint and some Angelus Too Thin to my airbrush. I gave that a stir and started applying a very thin layer of paint onto the leather. Before doing this part, you could potentially use Angelus flat black leather dye in order to stain the shoes. That could help with longevity and help the custom last a little longer, but it's not 100% necessary. For layer 1, this is pretty much just like a base coat, so make sure you're not caking on the paint as you do this. For any subsequent layers, you can apply paint with the airbrush a little bit thicker to make sure that you have full coverage. Also, I would highly recommend using a heat gun or a hair dryer in between each layer of paint. After the paint job is fully dried, you can then remove the tape from the shoes. Next, I would use acetone and some Q-tips to do any touch-up work and remove any excess paint. In addition to the acetone, you can use a touch-up brush with some black paint in order to get the edges of the leather and really bring the custom to life. Next, you're going to want to use the Angelus jet black dye that I referred to earlier for the tongue. This is to make sure that there's no caking and the tongue is fully saturated with black coloring. I would also recommend doing multiple layers of the Angelus black dye and using a heat gun or a hair dryer in between each layer. And once again, just like before, take a detail brush and some Angelus dye and touch up any places that you missed. This next step is 100% optional, but once again, you can do this to bring your custom to the next level. After removing the factory finish on the red portions of the shoe, you can take some Angelus Red and Angelus Varsity Red, mix it 50%, and apply red paint to the shoes. Because this is being done freehand and without an airbrush, make sure you're really taking your time to do very thin coats for this as well. When you're painting the swoosh, make sure you don't forget the stitch line. After heating it up, I used a sharp black utensil in order to get the stitch marks on the shoe. As the last step of this custom, I needed to add a matte finisher. Before that, I cut out a piece of tape to cover the wings logo. Just like I did on the swoosh, I used a writing utensil to outline it and then some scissors to cut it. The final step of this custom is going to be to apply multiple thin layers of Krylon matte finisher onto the shoes. This is primarily to protect the paint job and make sure that you can wear these out and about. After you've relaced the shoes, you are finally done. Here are the final results to the Jordan 1 Heritage to Bred custom. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took a lot of effort and time to make, and thank you guys so much for getting my last video of the Jordan 1 Chicago's to 500k views. If you guys want to check that out, go ahead. The link is going to be in my bio. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what custom you want to see next. Also, let me know what you guys think about customs as a whole. Do you guys like them? Do you not? I've heard a lot of controversy about customs being reps. I don't really think so, but let me know what you guys think about that. As I pack these shoes up, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching it all the way through. I hope you guys learned something and can replicate this custom for yourself. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Love y'all, and we out.